Hi guys, it's Ghoul and today I will be doing a Sims build, a rainbow edition. I wanted to do 5 or 6 individual builds with different colours, and red was the first one on our list, so I hope you enjoy. And I will have a little side note in here that if you can hear crackling in the background, it's our rats having their breakfast. So if you can hear that, I apologise, but you know, a girl's gotta eat. So the red house isn't going to be 100% red with the walls and the roofs and everything. I really wanted the red detailing to speak for itself. So I did try and include that because I know that future builds will be heavily saturated in colour. I went with a very simple red roof. I love the fact that it joined on. If you know me levels do not work on The Sims. So yeah, so I wanted to include something super basic and super easy today. Something that I kind of did in about 20 minutes. It did take a little longer than planned. And this one has a lot more detailing in the outside than probably a previous build. And I still wanted to kind of keep it fairly open, as the surrounding houses are fairly open too. I kind of like the idea of, like, even though it's red, we can still kind of blend it into the neighbourhood a little. And I actually really enjoyed making this. It was fun to experiment with the colour. There are a few pinks in there and a few whites in there too, just because I am playing with the base game and that's a lot easier for me. And honestly, I just really liked how this turned out anyway, so I wasn't sure on if I should do a fully, like a full walled garden at the front, but we kind of went for something a bit more organic, which I love, and that ended up being these rose bushes in 2 types with some rock facing that I'd kind of seen on Pinterest before, and I thought it was just a really cool idea to kind of blend it in, because those white lines, obviously, they're your build perimeter, and sometimes they can make it look a little boxy. I went with these really cool stairs because I just figured that they'd look really cool with the door and kind of keeping it like a fresh modern kind of feel. And they are, I think they added something to the fact that we haven't had a very strong red build. So yeah, I included some red shuttered windows, just because I liked how they looked, and I kind of wanted it to give like a, I don't know, like kind of like the same feeling as as I said, the other houses in the neighbourhood, so it worked that way. And I did use thick piping along the roof just to and that chimney just to kind of tie in any red detailing. I love the details. But as I say, this is the base game, so I'm super pleased with how this turned out. I only went with a very basic garden in the end. Like, I went with like a barbecue patio area, and just because I like telling a story with my builds. This one's kind of like, what you'd sit outside in the summer and enjoy kind of thing. Almost forgot the pergola, but I remembered it in the end. I did think about adding these in, but obviously, you know me, I always change my mind. So I added some lawn flamingos, and then wanted to explore more of the outside, so I felt this worked really well for what I wanted. I did excuse me. I did add a jukebox and a barbecue for outside, just because I love being outside in the in the summer, and I just thought it was like it told like a little cool story with it, and I thought it was really cute, so I did that. And then of course I had to add some more of the rose bushes and rocks from the outside, just because I thought it would be a really good idea to kind of tie in both corners together. And then what I decided to do is just add a few more rocks and things like that, because I don't know, I just wanted texture at the end of the day. I just wanted like some kind of texture to kind of tie it all in together. And I'm super happy with how this turned out. I like the fact that it's like a little wild, which I think flowers always should be. I added some more of the paving detailing, which I thought was really cool. I like how it fit in the corner of the area really well. I really thought that, like, I don't really use that bit very often, so it was really cool for me just to like have something a little different. Realizing now it does look like a giant stripe on the lot, but I think it's kind of cool. So focusing on the inside now, I did divide the house a little bit just so I could have a bathroom and a bedroom, and what I decided to do was go with the red on the floor, and then kind of like this reddy brown for the main area, And then with the with again the red detailing with the doors, I really wish I'd kept it a bit more open plan, but actually I like how this turned out. Finding red wallpaper was really tricky without it going overboard, so I did resort resort to going for a blue, like kind of like a blue eggshelly kind of colour, because I knew that I was just going to go with red all in the house, so it didn't really matter to me the colour of the wall in these rooms. I added my usual, which is a few cabinets and a few little bits of the island, which I thought was really cool. I really separated the cabinets this time, just because I thought, I thought it would open up the space a bit better and it would just look really cool. And then I added some little curtains. I'm not too sure about those. I might go back in and change them out, but I like them for now. They do the job for now. So I went in and I found everything red I could put in the kitchen without making it so cluttered. And of course, my infamous little Diddy lights. They definitely brighten up the place. And because I was aware that there was so much white on the wallpaper, I did go in with the top cabinets, and that really worked for us, I think. So I thought. I debated whether or not to put candles in, and then these amazing plates, little plate cupboards, which I thought was really cool. And then I added, hopefully they go with the front door and like the modern aesthetic, I added those stools and that rug. Moving on to the bathroom, I wanted to create kind of like a vintage style kind of dressing room kind of feel. So I decided to include the star mirror and some of the little pieces that I thought were really nice and fitted in quite well. Of course, it was really hard to do like a red room really, just because of the placing and again with the walls being so heavily red, but I do like how this did end up turning out. I think we used the space like super well. I don't know, there's just something really simple about leaving it as is without going too much with the decoration. And then I just added a little apple picture there because I always do in every one of my builds. There's a food related item. And then going on to the bedroom, I knew I wanted something a little glam, but I wasn't quite sure how to make it work. There were so many different like bits of red furniture, and I didn't really want to like compromise on any of the red considering that's our build, so I did go with these in the end. I do like how it turned out. I think in hindsight I probably would go for a different wallpaper to kind of bring it all in together. Here's me going completely crazy for curtains. Once you find one set of curtains that fits, like it goes on every window in my build. I really wanted to use these lights as I thought they would just bring like a really cool a warmth to the room, which they did, and I was super happy with it. And then I just went on to the open space, which ended up being one of the hardest bits to kind of work around, as I wasn't sure if I wanted a TV or not. And in the end, I've been trying to not build with TVs in mind because I don't really like relying on electronics, but I thought I could at least make like a cozy nook this side. I did like the fact that we put the fireplace underneath it. Totally forgot you couldn't put anything on top of the fireplace then, so I tried and failed. I ended up putting the palm tree in the corner just because I thought it would like give a little something to look at. I did double up on rugs here, which I was really, really pleased about. I thought it turned out really cool just because it gave me like a different dimension, with the floor. And I love these lantern lights. I think they're really, really cool and they brighten up the room, and they are available in so many colours. I think it just added like this glossiness to the room. I don't know how to put it. And then of course I just added the last of the tables, and then just give it a little quick once over with any of like the artwork that I like. So it's a pretty simple like build, but I am really proud of it, so I hope you guys like it. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and give me feedback because I always love to hear from you. Stay safe.